Hey, what's up, guys? This is the video. Yeah. I decided. Pokemon protagonists. Yeah. Them. I wanted to see who would actually win in a battle. Because that's just how things work. So I decided I'm gonna put the protagonists against each other. Now, for the first battle I decided to do Red versus Green, and I have a lot of information for this death battle, and I have too much, yeah, way too much, but it's fine, because it's gonna be great. It's great. So, first I'm gonna have to give you some context on why these characters are characters. So first we have Pokemon Trainer Red. Normally in a death battle I would go over like their strengths, but they're pretty much the same as Leaf and Red are pretty much the same. So I'm not gonna do that. But I'm gonna go over his Pokemon. Um, in Gold Silver Crystal, he uses the Pokemon Pikachu, Charizard, Blastoise, Venusaur, Espeon, and Snorlax, but eventually he replaces Espeon with Lapras, and I consider Lapras more of the crucial member here because, well, he uses Lapras a lot more. So anyways, he has the ability to use Z moves and Mega Evolution, already really powerful. So let's go over each Pokemon on their own. First is Pikachu, and who usually uses a light ball in his games. He usually he's a great variety of moves such as Thunder, Thunderbolt, Quick Attack, Iron Tail, Fake Out, Brick Break, Volt Tackle, Nuzzle, and other moves. And he has the ability Static, which allows him to paralyze his opponents on contact. However, Pikachu is probably the weakest Pokemon he has. Lapras, the defensive tank, being the most unique out of all of his Pokemon introduced into Gen 4 games. However, that does not mean he is weak. He has moves such as Blizzard, Psychic, Body Slam, Hydro Pump, Thunderbolt, Surf, Ice Shard, and more. He also has the ability to utilize Z moves such as Psychium Z and Normalium Z. He also uses items like the Citrus Berry, which restores a quarter of his health, and Bright Powder, which allows him to dodge attacks easier. And his ability is Water Absorb. Next is Snorlax, who is able to just be another tank. He's only weak to the fighting type, but is a great counter to a majority of Pokemon. He has great moves such as Rest, which heals him all the way up to full HP, Body Slam, Shadow Ball, Blizzard, Crunch, Giga Impact, Earthquake, Heavy Slam, High Horsepower, and Protect. He's been shown to have items such as Citrus Berry, Life Orb, Assault Vest, and Quick Claw, which occasionally allows him to go fast, even being the fastest Pokemon ever. Next is Venusaur. Being a grass type, he's immune to powders and toxic because of his secondary poison type. He uses moves such as Sunny Day, which allows him to blast Solar Beam after Solar Beam. Giga Drain, which allows him to gain the HP of his opponent. Sludge Bomb, Sleep Powder, Frenzy Plant, Earthquake, Leech Seed, and Toxic, as well as many other moves. His Venusaur has the capabilities of Mega Evolution and the capability to use the Z move Gracium Z. And he, in general, uses the items White Herb, Big Root, and Select Berry whenever not using that. Venusaur's ability ranges for some reason. I'm not sure why it does range from either Overgrow or Chlorophyll, which both have a variety of uses depending on their moveset. Next is Charizard, the powerhouse of the team, using moves such as Flamethrower, Wing Attack, Slash, Blast Burn, Flare Blitz, Dragon Pulse, Focus Blast, Will-O-Wisp, Fire Fang, Dragon Claw, Shadow Claw, Rock Slide, and many more. Charizard has the ability to Mega Evolve into both Mega Charizard X and Y. However, he's not been shown to use Z moves. He primarily uses items that allow him to survive pretty much any hit, like the Focus Stash. I spelled that wrong in my script. And the Slack and Cherry Berry. Charizard usually has the ability Blaze, which when he's at low HP, his power increases. The last member of the team is Blastoise, the second water type. He's an absolute beast, using moves like Surf, Blizzard, Hydro Cannon, Flash Cannon, Focus Blast, Hydro Pump, Water Spout, Dark Pulse, Aura Sphere. Okay, many more. Blastoise is able to Mega Evolve. He uses items such as the Choice Scarf, Zoom Lens, Leftovers, and the Custap Berry whenever not using a Mega Stone. And as for the rest, Red is a really experienced trainer with 16 badges, but that's not really going to do him anything in this fight due to the rules. Next up is Leaf, and we do not have a concrete team. However, we do have Pokemon we know she has from artwork and stuff, so we're going to be including those. So first in artwork, she has been shown with Combuskin, Squirtle, and Pidgey. Only Pidgey's move is known, Big Fly. The other two I've created separate move sets for because of this. Then we have Eevee, who uses the moves Tackle and Iron Tail. It could also use Extreme Evo Boost, but I didn't implement it. I'm sorry. Well, she never got the roll in order to actually use it. You'll see what I mean in a second. Then she also has Venusaur using moves such as Razor Leaf, Frenzy Plant, Mega Healing, and Potion. Whatever those mean. And finally, her last Pokemon is Charizard, seen in Super Smash Bros. Ultimate, which could Mega evolve into the Mega Charizard X form. It's also pretty good. Squirtle also gets a secondary appearance, allowing it to use moves such as Water Gun, Withdraw, Waterfall, and Hydro Pump. So her final team is Combuskin, Squirtle, Pidgey, Venusaur, Charizard, and Eevee. So with that, let the death battle begin. Alright. The battle starts with Red sending out Pikachu, like he always does, because he always sends out Pikachu, like that's kind of his thing. But Pikachu instantly gets one-shot by Charizard. Charizard decides to use Fly, while Snorlax uses a random rest, because remember, there's random moves in this game. Unfortunately, Charizard instantly gets one-shot by Snorlax. And this is actually a random switch as well, so that Squirtle is a random. And Squirtle is not doing great against this tank of a beast known as Snorlax. But luckily, Squirtle survived a few hits, and he's able to probably get a flinch off, which is pretty amazing. With a Hydro Pump, he's almost able to take out Snorlax, but unfortunately he gets taken out. Venusaur Mega evolves, and Snorlax is able to get a lucky rest off. But luckily, Venusaur uses Bullet Seed, which allows it to just do things. And Snorlax gets a double Quick Claw. That's pretty insane, if you ask me. Then Venusaur decides to use Vine Whip, which is not the most powerful move in its arsenal, but, it really does the job. Snorlax is able to wake up, and he's able to get 28% on freaking thing. You don't do that. You don't do that, dog. Whatever. Mid-match shenanigans, dog. Happens. Snorlax faints, but Charizard survives. Eevee's out. Eevee gets an unfortunate flinch, and they don't have much Green does not have Leaf, whatever, does not have much to go up against the Charizard, which kind of sucks, but you can't really do much. Combuskin comes in, and it's a fire type against a fire type, and unfortunately, Combuskin looks, well, he's weaker. He's not gonna win. Although he does get a Focus Blast off, which is really nice. Luckily, Combuskin actually wins with a Flamethrower, which is really, really surprising. Unfortunately, Combuskin for some reason uses Focus Blast on a Venusaur. Remember, random number generator. Venusaur is able to get hit, and unfortunately, this is going to be Combuskin's last turn. And luckily enough, nothing actually happens. Dude, Venusaur only takes 1% in total. So it's up for Pidgey in order to actually redeem his fallen soldiers. And Pidgey's only known move is Fly, so he's going to be using Fly a lot. However, Venusaur is actually going to be able to be hit by Fly, which is really surprising. And surprisingly enough, Pidgey kills a Venusaur. But it's pretty much over when Mega Blastoise comes in. What is Pidgey going to do? Nothing. Yeah, no. It's kind of an L, but Red takes the first battle. Makes sense though. I forgot to record the first one. Whatever, it's fine. I'll just have to do it again. But yeah, Pikachu decides to use Break on a Squirtle. Not very smart. But that allows Squirtle to get a kill, which is pretty gamer. And unfortunately, Squirtle has to switch out because he only has water type moves. Listen, it's what the game gave it. And Lapras decides to use the Z move, Z Shattered Psych and almost kills the Venusaur. Luckily enough, Venusaur was able to get the kill off with a Frenzy Plant. Blastoise decides to use Aura Spirit, which does work out in the end. Kinda sucks to suck. And Squirtle's able to survive a Dark Pulse and use a Hydro Pump, and it barely does anything. Blastoise decides to Mega Evolve, because I forgot to Mega Evolve it before. And successfully one-shots Eevee. So with Blastoise having 3 kills on spell. No. Yeah, 3 kills. Jeez. He's about to get another with Pidgey. Pidgey survives with a Sash after using a Fly. So it survives 2 turns. That's good for a Pidgey. Pidgey successfully takes the Blastoise down to the yellow, but unfortunately loses there. It's up to Charizard to pick up where Blastoise left off. Not Blastoise, Pidgey left off. And uses Fly. Fortunately, it does not survive it does survive. And it's luckily enough Charizard able to take down the Blastoise. Gamer. Now it's up to Charizard to take down Snorlax. And luckily lands a Fire Blast and a Burn. Pretty incredible. Combusken's up and he misses 1 Focus Blast. Kinda sucks. 2 Focus Blasts. 3 Focus Blasts. And 4 Focus Blasts before finally hitting 1 on the 5th. You're probably wondering why I skipped over that. Dude, Snorlax just gets better. And unfortunately, Combusken doesn't survive. L. Oh, let's. Alright, final battle's up, and of course, Red always starts off with Pikachu, so he does that. And it's up to Pidgey to take down Pikachu. Weird strategy, but Fly does 40%, even though it said 41 for some reason. And Pikachu only takes 0.1, actually it does quite a bit. And with Voltackle successfully taking down Combusken, he's at least in a bad spot. And for some reason, Pikachu uses Brick Break. He uses it twice. And Squirtle luckily lands a Water Gun before the end of this. And Charizard decides to use Shadow Claw, a move we haven't seen it use yet, but successfully takes down the Squirtle after only being taken down to only 10%. And luckily uses a Flare Blitz to take down Eevee, unfortunately taking out itself as well. Leaf decides to use Mega Venusaur against Snorlax, because really, what else is going to use? And Snorlax is able to get in a couple hits before Venusaur uses a Frenzy Plant. And unfortunately, Venusaur barely does anything. It's not going well for Leaf. This battle is very one-sided. I mean, half a Leafs team, no, 2/4 a Leafs team is actually, no, it's 4/6 of Leafs team isn't fully evolved, which in the anime might get you somewhere, but here it won't. So unfortunately, Leaf loses the death battle. It's kind of sad. I mean, Charizard's putting in work here, but she's not gonna win. I mean, sorry, but there's not even a chance. I mean, even if every Pokemon uses their worst move here, she was not gonna win. So, in conclusion, yeah, no. A champion of freaking Kanto Red is able to beat his counterpart pretty easily. Subscribe, I guess.